Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Temur Prowess Aggro. Today we're playing Blue Moon Control. Interesting matchup. They play, Blue Moon obviously plays Blood Moon, right? So this is going to be interesting considering our mana base is built to withstand Blood Moon decks. Our opponent is kind of chatty in this one, so sorry about that in advance. I was playing our opponent a bit. He was trying out different decks, so we're just being a bit chummy. Although I think he was far less chummy at the end of this match. Opening hand is pretty good. We are Blood Moon resistant. Of course, I didn't know we were playing a Blood Moon deck when I was starting in game 1, so yeah. Still pretty good either way. We have a threat. It's not a turn 1 threat, but it's a turn 2 threat, and I think that's just good enough. So Stevens comes down. Alright, so we got our first threat. I kind of like Traverse, because we probably need another one, right? So, yeah. Mishra's Bauble is going to be great here, because we could just draw those 2 cards right away. So our opponent's going to have a Remand. I'm going to keep that up just to remind myself because I will forget. Probably makes sense to... yeah. I think I'm going to play Soul Scar Mage this turn. Because a Tarmogoyf would almost immediately elicit a Remand. So I'll just wait. See what they do with their mana. They're probably going to wait, but it's okay. Blood Moon comes down, which is friggin' funny. So again, this is the perk of the mana base that I run. We are Blood Moon resistant, generally speaking. We have a forest in our hand, so that's coming down. So we have all the lands that we need. And yeah, we're going to come in. Our opponent did tap out that turn, which means we had the go-ahead to play our Tarmogoyf. And now he's realizing that, yeah, Blood Moon might have been rushed a bit because now he has only access to 1 blue. So any spell that requires double blue, he's kind of out of luck. And here I'm telling my opponent, hey, I run Blood Moon on the side, so dude, your Blood Moons are not going to do much here. So we lose our Soul Scar, but it's okay. Bolt, and I think a Temur Battle Rage here is a win. Yep. So again, Temur Battle Rage is really an all-star in game 1. Oh, Force of Negation. Ah, alright. Well, it would have been if it wasn't forced. If it wasn't forced to my graveyard. But, hey, it is what it is. Hey, we still hit him for 5, so I'm okay with this. We draw another land, which is not really what I wanted, but I'm going to attack in and see what our opponent does. It's game over if they have no answer here. Yep. What did they got? Snapcaster is my guess. Yep, Snapcaster Mage. There we go. Alright, well, they're not going to do anything with it. They can't cast Force, even if they target it. So, I'm just going to... yeah, they're going to get... he's going to chump. That's alright. I should probably Traverse for a threat here. Yep. Yeah, I don't think it works that way. Yeah, there we go. So I'll just get a Stormwing Entity. Put Stormwing Entity down. And Scry. Another Storm... okay, well, no to both. Yes, goodbye. Let's see what our opponent dredges up. They still have a Remand in hand. Yeah, game over. Cool. So that was interesting, and that's, you know, again, that's a testament to the land that I run. Most of my decks, most of my Temur decks are Blood Moon proof. Of course, I mean, you can still get Blood Moon and get, you know, locked out of a color. But what I'm trying to say is that the land, the mana base allows you to fetch accordingly to work around Blood Moon. And look at this deck, I play Blood Moon on the side. Game 2, so Mutagenic Growth, Temur Battle Rage. I mean, Temur Battle Rage for sure. I mean, it's there to win games by surprise, but it's really there to fight bigger creatures. I don't think our opponent's going to be playing really big creatures here. Veil of Summer makes a lot more sense because they're playing counters. So yeah, I think a little bit of rejigging. I brought in one Surgical Extraction just to kind of counter Snapcaster. It's kind of a hedge more than anything else. So this hand is okay. I'm taking it because we have a lot of threats. It's a slower hand, that's for sure. Veil of Summer is a good draw. Thing in the Ice. Okay, well I didn't really take into account Thing in the Ice, and I probably should have because that's something Blue Moon decks play. Realistically speaking, though, I don't have much that I can do against Thing in the Ice here, apart from like a double bolt, and that's assuming the double bolts resolve. So opt, alright, so I'm going to be kind of facing down a Kraken here pretty soon if I don't do anything. And the problem is if I want to bolt safely, I kind of have to do it on their turn, but I don't think I do that. Alright, so Lightning Bolt is coming down to hit Tarmogoyf. So I let that resolve. And now I'm going to try something called the Double Bolt. And I pray that I don't see Force of Negation. And I see Force of Negation. So there goes that plan. Not looking great. I mean, Thing in the Ice is kind of like a full stop. It's just huge. You do actually need Temur Battle Rage, ironically. It's gonna do its thing here, and yeah, I mean, Storming Entity can go fly over it, and that's probably what I'm gonna be banking on. But yeah, it's gonna be a rough sell. The main issue here is that I kind of want Thing in the Ice to flip now, so that Storming Entity doesn't get hit back. I know that's what's going to happen. So I'm kind of contemplating here, what do I want to do? Yeah, you can see I thought long and hard. So Metamorphose into Stormwing, and then it gets flipped back, and then it's just kind of annoying. I'm just trying to think of a way to elicit some form of response from my opponent to have Thing in the Ice flip. So I'm going to do Tarmogoyf first. Yeah, I figured. So this is the bait. So Thing in the Ice is going to flip. And Cryptic Command. Alright. That's kind of brutal. So now they got a 7-8. I mean, I'm going to recast Swift Spear here. But 7's going to be brutal. Yeah, and Mystic Sanctuary is also going to be brutal, because now they're going to take back their Cryptic, and I'm just going to concede because it's GG. Okay, so Dismember is a thing. And I think I just need more removal here. I want to see, Temur Battle Rage is now more relevant. Dismember is also relevant. There we go. I'm probably going to get rid of Surgical. Okay, no. Looks like I want to do a split with Temur Battle Rage. I think this is good. Blood Moon, obviously, not going to do anything here. Okay, looks like I really wanted to target their graveyard more. Nope. See, this is the indecision I have to live with all the time. Horrible hand, but I think I kept it. No, I mulliganed. Okay. Jesus. Alright. Mulligan again. Okay. Not what we want, game 3. But it's happening anyway. What are you going to do? Alright, so this is going to hurt. We're going to Serum, pray for some threats. Okay, there's one. And we probably want Traverse as well to get more, because we can't rely on our Serum Visions alone. We are totally dead to Blood Moon, but I'm just going to hope that our opponent decided to side it out. So I'm probably going to blue-green. Yep. Let's just play Tarmogoyf. It'll die to Bolt here, but kind of desperate. Alright. Soulscar Mage is okay. Alright. Stormwing Entity is okay. Yeah, Stormwing Entity is okay. So come in for 2, goes it through. That's good. If our opponent fetches for an island here, I'm going to be scared. He doesn't. Good. So he removed his Blood Moons. That's always a good sign. It's really the hedge that we have to have. So Spire Bluff comes down. We play our Sphere. Let's see if I try and get Temur Battle Rage in from now. Be kind of a cheeky move. But it could actually turn out to dole out a lot of damage. Let's see if I play conservative. I do. We just bide our time. Our opponent keeps fetching and not doing anything, which is scary. But we could potentially have a pretty brutal turn this turn. So let's see what we can do. Cryptic Command. Cryptic it is. Tap and draw. So it looks like I'm going to go for it anyway. Go get an island or forest. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I guess I would go for forest here. I'd go for an island, whatever. Play our Stormwing Entity. Let's see what we scry. Okay, another Traverse and a Soulscar. So I don't want Soulscar. I don't want Traverse either. So they both go to the bottom. Traverse would have been nice if we had land and something else in our graveyard, but we don't, and we're not going to be there for a while, so... Okay, so they're taking back their Cryptic. They're kind of dirtling here, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a dirtle. I mean, I'm not okay with another Cryptic Command next turn. It's just going to fog us again, but it'd be kind of hilarious if I drew Veil of Summer. I don't. But I could Surgical Cryptic, and I'm okay with that. Yep. So what's going to happen here is that, in theory, next turn, if they have nothing, we can kill them. And they know that. So this is going to be interesting. Thing in the Ice. Fine. Luckily we have Temur Battle Rage. Okay, Lightning Bolt is going to be targeting. Okay, now they're going to have to... They're forcing our hand here. I would have preferred waiting my turn to cast this, but we're just going to do it from now. Target Cryptic. Let's see if they have a response to that. Please resolve. Please resolve. I need you to resolve. Okay, they have a force of negation that they're going to hardcast. Okay. So either way, Storming Entity is going to survive, which I'm okay with. It was the main goal here. It would have been nice to get rid of that Cryptic Command, but I think next turn they die either way. Yeah, they're pretty much dead. Oh, yeah, definitely dead. So Traverse... Again, Traverse is... Okay, wow, look at that. I didn't even Traverse. I just want to go all in. I would have totally Traversed. Now, in retrospect. In case I had a counter, they might have wanted to counter it. I don't know. So I think they're going to feel forced to block. And I'm going to Temur Battle Rage, I guess my Storming Entity in this case. And then it's game over. Oh no, they go all the way to 1. My math is horrible. Alright, well that's freaking hilarious. If I had traversed, I would have won. So, there you go. I, again, am befuddled at why I did not traverse. It's just ridiculous. I punted, essentially. Which is just great. I just completely punted. So they're going to draw and discard a card. Whatever. I'm really just more concerned about what they have to respond to my creatures because they are dead next turn. Yeah, okay, it's GG. Phew. Okay, so again, I would have won a turn before if I just traversed. I won anyway, but that could have been pretty catastrophic. And I've done plays like that before where I just kind of rush in instead of doing one step before, and then I lose the game literally because of one life point. So yeah, I guess that's just like a behind the scenes when Kev is playing, and yeah, okay, let's just not get into it. Maybe I'll bring that up during the Bad Beats episodes. So yeah, that was fun. Playing a Blood Moon deck, you know, with a deck that plays Blood Moon on the sideboard. Kind of means that you're going to be resilient, and we were just kind of lucky that we were resilient in game 1, and actually we showed our opponent that, hey, Blood Moon is not going to be a big thing necessarily, so they most likely sided it out, which means that we can be a bit more greedy to game 2 and game 3. Now, if I was my opponent, I might have sided Blood Moon back in game 3, because you would normally catch people off guard, and he would have completely hosed us if you cast Blood Moon that game. But he didn't, and we persevered, and we won. So I hope you enjoyed that match. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. If you enjoy my content in general, I would appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It shows me that you want to see more. It tells YouTube that you want to see more, especially if you hit that little notification bell. Thanks, and have a good one.